Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Elden Ring DLC edition, where last time we had a fun adventure, uncovering some things that probably should never have been uncovered, realistically. But I think that brings us to the stage now where we have explored pretty much, I would, at least thoroughly enough in my mind, in all of the places that we can reach outside of the ancient ruins. So I think it is time. We do have one little task still at Telu's Ruin Forge, which we will get around to eventually. But I think it is a good place for us to start here. Starting back at the entrance, or where we first set foot into the ancient ruins very briefly, not too long ago. And now that we have a map in our hands, we can begin to explore this place with a little bit more of our systematic process. So why don't we get to it? The fog is just now clearing, and it is just so gorgeous. Just a I'm looking very forward to finding out what there is to find here. Anytime you're going into a new zone, it is just this mix of, there's an anxiety about, oh boy, what new sizable challenges are going to be waiting for me. But there's also this excitement about uncovering the discoveries and secrets that the new area holds. So let's see what we have in the ancient ruins. Like I said, we already kind of got just a bit of a taste, a very brief preview. Crossing paths with another hippo and some blood fiends. And let's see what other stuff we can get our hands on. I'm guessing it's not just going to be a bunch of broken runes. Something tells me, spoiler alert, the extra horny deer as well are not going to be the main event. There's going to be some things. I just don't know what they are yet. Ah, this was one of those things. We did ride this elevator down. Let's call this elevator back up, but we're not going to ride it just yet. We're going to keep poking around up top here, because I kind of wanted to see, I guess we just, to get to, what is, oh, that's the elevator. I was like, what's that sound? What's coming our way? The elevator that you just called not even 5 seconds ago. Because apparently I have the memory of a chipmunk. We got a spirit, we looted a spirit calculus off of that boar. I don't remember what we can craft with the spirit calculus, but of course my computer scientist brain can't help it always going to thinking of math. We're not doing math today. That's for sure. I can definitely guarantee there will be no well, outside of maybe doing a little bit of calculation on runes and leveling up, just that small little asterisk to add to that guarantee. I can guarantee there will be no math. Aha! There's an item here. Very important golden horn tender. I'd imagine one of the things that we are going to find. I mean, we have to find it eventually. Maybe, maybe not. But I would think they're going to give us a crafting recipe for those, which I would love to get my hands on. I'd love to get my greedy little hands on to be able to craft the new. Ooh, I wonder if we'll use spirit calculus for crafting golden horn tenders. That would make a lot of sense. So far, not much to find except a random regular red bear. Oh my god, we oh my god. That makes me feel a little bad. batting around the bear in such a... That's the first time that a bear has been beaten to death with a sunflower. Okay, well, there you go. That was one thing. Let's, I'm sure some of you had that on your bingo card. So check that one off there. Is there actually an elevator back here? Oh, no. There's an opening, though. There is an opening that it looks like I can actually fall down. Oh, shit. This is not really shown on the map. There's really no indication of a structure here. Certainly not one that we would be able to descend. Can I descend it? It's at a height where I'm just, like, not 100% sure, but I think we can. Especially if I land on these rocks over here. Little fall damage, but otherwise, A-okay. Our trickle shield will have us topped off in no time. Oh, we have an Antiquity Scholar's Cookbook and a Bond Stone. Bond Stone. Okay. Creates a spiritual explosion, consuming sprite dwelling within Sprite Stone. The fuck? It is reusable and does not have any scaling. A large burrow stone studded with a perfectly white gem, said to be the polished form of a special kind of crystal. A ritual implement made to control explosions of spiritual power, used to cause a spiritual explosion, consuming the sprite dwelling within sprites. Yeah, bonds with the sprites were made to be broken. Were they now? Is it just me, or does it kind of look a little bit like a sperm? And then they start talking about spiritual explosions. My mind is going to the wrong place here. Let's get back on track. Antiquity Scholar's Cookbook 2, which does let us craft sprite stones. Okay. Not golden horn tenders, unfortunately, but we'll get to those eventually. Because I'm sure we will. What is this thing? A spiritual explosion? The hell? What? I'm not understanding what this is supposed to do. Consuming sprite. I have no freaking clue what this is supposed to... We'll leave it on the quick items, but I am... What? Someone's gonna have to... Oh. Okay. That was a massive sus wall. What? I really was not expecting that to be a sus wall. But my mind was kind of... Like, the cat laser brain was starting to turn its attention toward... How are we getting out of here? Exactly. We've fallen down the hole. How exactly are we getting out of here without using a site of grace? Okay. Well, they sure they didn't skimp on the sus wall budget in terms of the this guy thought he had gone to hide in the corner from the giant spider scorpion. He thought, and then all of a sudden, imagine his surprise. It is interesting. It's an interesting feel with these ruins, the fact that you can just go riding in with Torrent to what feels like kind of an indoor area. Let me guess, you all are not going to drop scorpion liver. I'm so shocked. Imagine scorpions actually dropping scorpion liver. I have no idea what that bond stone is supposed to do. Do you know? He's like, don't use that thing on me. Don't even think about using that thing on me. It's like, it has such a, it's like a tiny, quiet little sound effect. That, like, that's not what I would think of you describe a spiritual explosion. That's not what comes to mind. So, what the hell? Okay. All right. We're under the ruins here. Just carrying on this wonderful layout. Oh, it's a mini scorpion. The wonderful layout of these DLC areas with everything stacked on top of each other. Wait a second. That is a scorpion liver that dropped. What the fuck? Is my game broken? Guys, do I need to reinstall Elden Ring? Something, I think it's bugged. Because the scorpion liver actually dropped. How did I miss you? Torrent needs some health here. And also, frozen raisins are awesome, aren't they? I don't feed them to Torrent enough. Sorry, Torrent, for being such a terrible tarnished of no renown turned Lord of Chaos sunflower gardener. You get caught up in the flower power, and it's you don't necessarily remember to feed frozen raisins to your wonderful, awesome spectral steed. Let's explore down this tunnel before we get into the new area up there. Oh, wait a second. Okay, now this one, maybe not. Maybe it's just a weird lighting thing. Okay, it's a weird lighting thing. Sometimes the lighting just bleeds in from the edges of where these different assets are fit together, and it makes it look like it's a sus wall when it's not really. Aha! I was gonna say, I noticed this guy with the jar here, but he wasn't sparkling. And then I noticed this one over here is sparkling. You have something that I want. Cough it up. I don't know what it is yet, but I know I want it. 3 spirit calculus? Okay, you know, this guy was he was having a. This is apparently the calculus study group down here, and I have you all have a big exam coming up on Monday, and I am really making it hard for you all to prep for that. So I apologize, but not really. Oh, there is a tunnel here. Okay, wow, this is cool. I'm having fun already with this layout of this particular section of the ruins that we're getting started in. I'm actually surprised that opens. So we've opened a door with a lever. We've opened a big door with just the regular old, like, Bloodborne I'm pushing on through. And we've also... Are those snails? Oh, God. And now we've opened... And we got here in the first place with the old illusory door. So we're getting all sorts of variety to start the day. And now there's a spirit spring? This is crazy. This is crazy, dude. Except the spirit spring is going down? Oh my god. Okay. There's nothing... Yeah, because that's... there is a ceiling there. So, it's... How many... We already have, like, 3 different diverging paths that we could traverse. Okay. I always like to go up before going down. So... Also, there's an item I missed. Oh, and there was a tunnel here, too. Shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, my God. Scorpion Central. No! You're not... Roly-poly scorpions. What? Okay, that did scare me a little bit. That did scare me just a bit. We'll come back here. We'll come back. So we've got Scorpion. We got Roly-Poly Scorpion Tunnel. We've got snails and a spirit spring past the calculus study group. Those are two of our options, and the third option over here was I already forgot. What was this option? This option was more study group people. Oh no, with a flaming lord vessel. That's the noise that was being made as these casters. Nice, nice torch altar y'all got here. Would be a shame if somebody sunflowered it. And there's a place to drop down? Or is that the... That's the study group down here. Okay, I think that's the study group. More fire sprite stones. And this is all... This is all underneath this area, which I don't know for sure, but my first guess would be that this is like where you'd run into, like, I don't know, a falling star beast or some glintstone dragon or whatever other overworld boss that they've planted there for you. Okay, okay, so good. So this is... Oh, but wait, there was more over here. I was like, this is the end of the road. Yeah, we can... Oh, no. What the fuck? We got the great hollow branches growing here? I knew that guy was going to throw his pot at me. Oh my god, this is like... This is like... Izalith. Fucking Izalith branches here. Somber smithing stone 9. Who let... Y'all need to hire a gardener around here. who knows not just sunflowers, but also... Oh shit, it's a curse blade. Who knows also how to keep the lost Izalith roots from growing into place. Let's give ourselves more stamina. More stamina, and we'll give ourselves a bit of defense here. And are they back smashable? I don't think we've ever had the opportunity. They can be. That's good, because we need it. Ooh, shit. It was like roll and jump. Roll and jump. And pray. Thankfully, my sunflower hits hard. Alrighty. So the curse blade, I think, was waiting to get the drop on us when we go after what I think I just saw a moment ago was a shiny pot boy. And what is this? Oh, those burrows, I don't remember them being so glowy. Okay, where'd shiny pot boy go? Where's he at? Where is he hiding? I saw him. Where did he go? Could have sworn I saw him. What the fuck? Okay, I maybe I'm hallucinating, but I could have sworn that right here that there was a shiny pot shadow hollow person. Well, okay. Maybe I'll come back here. Because I feel like there was a... I feel like there was... this is one shortcoming of the map, though, is when you put a marker... You put a marker on the map. At what depth, at what elevation does this marker apply? I think I'll put a gem. To hopefully remind me that there was... Did he just, like, run away over... Here. I want the special loots. I want them. All right. Okay, so we've got... So now we've got a path leading up and out. In addition to the two paths down below. Roly-poly scorpions. And the study group. Is there a site of grace nearby here? This is... We're in combat? Okay. This leads out here. I see. And it is sunset, which means it's extra gorgeous. Oh. Your structure over here has a massive hole in the roof. Somebody should fix that. Boy, this is just like there's a little bit of I haven't played it. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, but this just kind of has a little bit of a feel of that. Like these aren't necessarily floating in the sky, but it's got these separated platforms that have that feeling. It's just you're elevated enough to where you kind of feel like you're in the sky. And it's also very lush. It's so lush and green, which is not necessarily what you find in your average Elden Ring area. Just beautiful. Okay, but I don't know that I want to head outside yet. Or do I? Like, we're pretty... There's a lot. Man, this is... This is certainly going to test my my abilities to try and be thorough. Let's at least set a marker here, just as like this is our exit point from this underground area, and maybe our starting point to exploring parts of the world that are not covered. And we will head back to the roly-poly scorpion room. Assuming that I can actually find my way there. Oh, I am realizing, there's a stack of tablets here. Okay. Don't know if they have any significance. I always tie these tablets to America. Because of the Queen's Bedchamber. Don't know if they're meant to be a sign that America was here. Or if they're just random tablets that, hey, we've got this asset that we can just throw in here. Let's do it. I feel like, though, that the asset placement in all the FromSoft games, but especially Elden Ring, is... oh, Spirit. The scorpions were over here. That asset placement is far more often intentional than not. Actually, I don't want to dismount. Changed my mind. For some reason, when I first came in here, I thought there was a whole bunch of scorpions on the ceiling. I guess it's just this one here. So, fair enough. One-shot Frenzy Burst is nice, because I think they are counted as beasts. You know what oh my god. The downside, though, of... The downside of killing scorpions as they are still on the ceiling is that when they actually do drop scorpion liver, you might not be able to loot it. Oh, this one we might be able to, though. We might be able to. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, shit. Yes. Oh, my God. An actual scorpion liver. Guys, 2 in 1 day. I can't hardly contain myself. What is going on? What is even happening? I hear some shadow guys with their usual moaning and groaning. They must be further in. Oh! That looked like an elevator. It's just the way that the floor is designed. Okay. What? No, wait, though. This is different. This one is... Or at least it feels different than the others. No, never mind. Okay, it's repeated over here. They've got several parts of the floor that have this little recess in them. There's a shiny pot boy. Did you fall down here? Or no, you're just a different one, aren't you? A Shadow Tree fragment, yes, and a golden horn tender. How many golden horn tenders do we have? 3? I'll keep my normal ones equipped for now, but oh, and now this is where the spirit spring is? Or is this a different spirit spring? Wait, what? Wait a second. What is going... There's another curse blade. There's another curse blade up there. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Praise the tree. I meant to jump. Jump, please. Jump. No, not getting knocked on your ass. My jump attack completely missed. Oh, you have that too. Please. Please. I kept... I was like, I don't need... I just need one more R1 to kill you. And I kept swinging and missing, but it was at least, you know, the big old sunflower stun on hitting the ground next to an enemy. They still stagger, but it wasn't actually hitting. Oh man, it's so... My heart. Breathe. Breathe. I could also just throw on my trickle shield here. Man. Panic inducing. We've seen this this statue before, haven't we, when we got our preview of the ancient ruins area, the Sending Gate preview. Who this be a statue of? There's also one over here. I don't think it's Marika, but I can't say for sure. I've just never seen Marika with like a headpiece. Although I guess she has... No, she does have like a very subtle crown, doesn't she? The one that is like interwoven. I think that kind of has the same pattern as her bracelets and armlets, which maybe also is shared by Mikola in the Shadow Realm, a la the story trailer. Okay, okay. Oh, this is actually below this part. Okay, so I think that means now we take the Sending Gate down. I think. I just want to make sure that there was not a did I say Sending Gate? I meant to say Spirit Spring. But I feel like, I guess it's the same deal. No, these are different spirit springs, but they might lead to the same place. Let's find out. Is there a second spirit spring around here? What we'll do is we'll mark this one. No. Hold on. Try that again. Let's mark this one with, I think I did this before using this plant as the marker for a spirit spring. Oh, man flies? Okay. Manfly meets sunflower. Guess who wins? Is this a door? Or a sus wall is what I was thinking. Like, it feels like it's a statue, but there's no head. Or I can't see the head because it's in the shadow. Okay, I'm getting a little bit lost, that's all. No worries, guys. Everything's fine. This is normal. Do not adjust your game settings. The feeling will pass with time. Just keep exploring. Just like the mysteries of how to get down. There is another spirit spring at the end there. And you were hiding here. I didn't even see it for just a second. There is another spirit spring. Okay. Just like with trying to get down to the parts of the map that you cannot access, in time, you will figure it out. Just keep playing the game. Are you about to throw up on me? Oh my god. The voice actors that had the wonderful privilege of recording those sound effects. I was gonna say voice lines. That's not a voice line. Maybe if it, who knows? Maybe there's a character somewhere who only speaks in puke. Only speaks one tongue. Okay, let's just. There's no such thing as a normal Elden Ring episode, but I just feel like this is going to be even less normal than usual. Just have a feeling. What do I know? How do I get to that item? How do I get up there? Looks like there's a route that might take me up there. Aha. Because I just at the last second saw the Izalith route that was growing up and over it. Hi, you guys won't mind if I take that, would you? You guys don't mind if I get my hands on that? They don't mind. Uh-oh. Ooh. Ah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I recognize this person? At first, I thought it was an enemy with a big hammer, but now, wait a second. Wait a second. There's a Mikkel across nearby. Maybe it is still an enemy. I got to deal with some shit first. Hold on. I got manflies. I got dragonflies. Fortunately, so far in this area, there's no pig flies. We already had one of those. Commander Gaius and all. Oh my god, the dragonfly's still here. Get out of here. Get out of here. No, I can target them. Shit. I was thinking that this might be somebody from my crew, but I don't remember anybody having that massive of a hammer. And I'm also just realizing it's a Crucible Knight, isn't it? It's a fucking Crucible Knight, motherfucker. All right, okay. Do we change anything here? I guess we put on this, and we do. Oh my god! I'll give myself, because they can do holy damage. We'll get protection of the Erdtree, and I'm eating crab today. Is what I'm eating apparently. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a backstab on you, because I don't think I can crouch up this. Also, is it possible to get backstabs on Crucible Knights? I don't think it is. So what I will settle for then, what I will settle for is my usual go-to here. And I will drink my Flask of Wondrous Physic because it's a Crucible Knight. The problem with the jump attacks build against you guys is I'm going to be leaving myself so wide open. So there's a follow-up swing there. What the fuck? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Did you turn into a centaur? Is that what you just did? Okay, so that's a 2 swing there. And of course you got the old Crucible Knight stomp. And then there's that business. And then you turn into a centaur or something. Not sure. Okay, well, it can't jump over that attack. Shit. Fuck. Crucible Knights. What is that business? Oh my god, you should not be allowed to wield a massive hammer with that level of dexterity. Oh, thank fuck they gave me a stake, America. I was like, how am I going to get back here? Okay, I didn't even notice that there was a stake. So, okay. Fuck me. Fuck me. Another problem with this arrangement is the fact that Crucible Knights are resistant to holy damage. So my my sunflower ain't hitting as hard as I'd like it to. It's just the sad fact of the matter. Also, Land of Shadow won't hit as hard as I'd like it to, so we should maybe try Lightning Spear, I guess? Okay, we could do that. We could do that. Let's do some things here. Gotta figure out how I want to order this. What am I using in my Flask of Wondrous Physic? Holy, and yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. Did we get anything new on this Shadow Realm Rune 7? Long Forgotten Place, None Would Tread, yada yada yada. Okay. It is in water. Now, he's not in water at this moment, but he's going to be in water. Missed my shot! Fuck! Actually got a stance break from the fucking lightning spears. That was fucking awesome. Okay. We can do this. We can do this! Oh, I was gonna go for a jump attack, and then I thought he was gonna follow up. Too soon. That was the opening. Okay, you're out of here. I'm not gonna pop a gold pickled foulfoot. Those, wow, having Knight's Lightning Spear came in so clutch. Awesome. Okay, so Devonia, a named Crucible Knight. The Crucible Knight Hammerhelm. Hammerhelm. It's hammer time. Oh yeah, that goes perfectly with what we're doing here. That's, you know, it's such a good mix, or it's such a good fit with our outfit. You know, I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to, like, you know, go too crazy on making our fashion souls as good as that. So, you know, we have to be judicious about doling out too much fashion souls goodness. So we have to stick with our Sunflower Gardener's hat. But let's at least read. Helm worn by Devonia, longest serving of the Crucible Knights, holds the power of the Crucible of Life and strengthens aspect of the Crucible incantations, as you would expect. It is said Devonia quested in search of the Crucible's origin and departed from the lands of the Erdtree alone. We have had several hints about this, haven't we? Whether it's been the spell that we got from... The first one I'm thinking of is the spell that dropped off of the golden hippo and the aspects of the age-long past before this land was enshrouded in shadow. The vitality of the Crucible flourished. So remains of this can be seen in the ancient ruins. So that's probably the big theme here in the ancient ruins, is that this may be like the entire Crucible of Life. Possibly spawned out of, I don't know. I might be reaching too far. The vitality of the Crucible. Before this land was enshrouded in shadow, like before it was the Shadow Realm. And also the big hammer. Devonia's Vortex. Strength and Faith. Great hammer wielded by Devonia, longest serving of the Crucible Knights. Weapon forged of primordial gold, marked by its reddish hue and inhabited by ancient holiness. A torrent of life is engraved upon the striking face. And then Devonia's Vortex, use the power of the Crucible Vortex, violently spinning the hammer around and slamming the ground, causing a shockwave. This skill can be charged to increase its power. Let's try. It's right next to... It's right next door. Look at the... That does look so sick. It's a pretty cool looking hammer. I mean, it's basically just an anvil with a handle slapped on it, you know? So, that's cool. That's cool. Devonia's Vortex, go. Woo! Okay. Okay. That's pretty awesome. I do like that. I do like it. And apparently it's there's a shockwave that's gonna stun some enemies. We can charge it, which I just did. Part of me wants to try this. Part of me wants to try this. Maybe we'll level it up next time I'm at the hole. So now, oh, we're down here. Okay. We're down here, which is going to lead us to this bridge. Potentially. We're looking at this area here, which we identified last time as a spot that we would not be able to access. Definitely not from the base, but it's actually pretty close to where we are right now. This is so cool. I'm just kind of sat here, you know, soaking things in. Because that's the Elden Ring way. It's just what you do when you're playing Elden Ring. There's a... Never mind, it's a site... Okay, I had completely forgotten about the Mikula Cross. But there is also a site of grace. Okay, two things can be true once. I was like, no, where's my site of grace? Ancient ruins east. Presumably these are Shadow Tree fragments. One fragment, one ancient ruins cross message. So our crew is not here directly, but they have been here, I suspect. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here the last of the flesh of my body. So this is the last of the flesh of his body. We are moving in the direction of the Tower of Shadow, or Enshrouded in Shadow. I doubt we're going to be able, like, the way in the tower is here, right? We're not going into the tower from the ancient ruins, I don't think. But Mikola, if this is like the last step in his path before getting to the tower, not so sure. Let's read the message. Message left for the author's compatriots by, oh, Dryleaf Dane. We've found the sealing tree just ahead. But if we are to burn it, we need the proper kindling. That of Sir Mesmer, yes, which we have. We do be having that kindling. The sealing tree is just ahead, huh? Can we see it from here? Can we see the sealing tree? Can we see the sealing tree? Oh, sealing tree, oh, sealing tree. Not sure. Not totally sure, but it's good to have this as a checkpoint. Forward. I did see the item right here. Dryleaf Whirlwind. He left us one of his Ashes of War. Did we jump across there? I was going to say, I thought that maybe this was where the Sending Gate took us, because here is the Horned Warrior with the raw mask. So we've been down there, but I'm not sure if we've been across here, and maybe or maybe not. Torrent can get us. That might be a little too far for Torrent. I think that's a little bit out of Torrent's reach, but there's got to be a way to get over there. Dryleaf Whirlwind. It is usable on the. It's a new hand-to-hand ash. Skill represents the pinnacle of Dane's footwork-based martial artistry. Rise into the air with a series of spinning kicks, or crashing down with one final strike imbues kicking energy. Kicking attacks with energy, increasing their range. Sweet. Then there's so many cool things to try in this game, and I just get pulled in so many directions. I want to do more hand-to-hand stuff. And maybe we'll switch to that here when I'm sick of the sunflower. Which is not yet. Not there yet. Oh, there is a little... Oh no, this is where we came from. This is where we came from. Yep, okay. And then we took on the Crucible Knight. Okay, now I feel like this part is explored. And I think that means that I think there was a little bit more in here still. And by in here, I mean... Wait, where was the passageway? Did I just ride directly past it? Hold on a second. What am I... Did we not just exit from... I think I walked by this like 30 seconds ago. It was farther around, I think. Here it is. I thought... Oh, I think actually there was a dead end. If we follow this all the way around, there was a dead end with an item that we picked up. I'm remembering now. It's coming back to me. I think it's coming back to me. Oh, wait a second. No, there are items in here. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. There is an item at least. Fine Crucible Feather Talisman. Fuck. God damn it. Thought they had given up. Just can't be bothered with the manflies. There's only... Like, what are you all even doing? You're just doing what manflies do, I guess. Wallow around in filth. Like a good manfly. Now I feel... That's right. This was where the dead end was. It was where the other spirit spring. Let's just ride this other spirit spring to be sure. But I think we have been up here. Wait. Oh no. Oh no, the shiny pot guys do respawn. But you don't get their loot. Their special loot is only a one-time thing. Yeah, we killed that guy already. Okay. There was a curse blade here. There was a curse blade here. I'm just wondering, do I want to check for that other pot guy? I'm gonna say no. We're gonna pass on rechecking that, but we are gonna check the new talisman that we picked up. Improves backsteps, but increases damage taken. Talisman fashioned from thin feathers that embody the aspects of various creatures, said to have grown on the human body long ago. Improves backsteps, but increases damage taken at all times. Horn Scent view the crucible as sacred for the refinement wrought through its evolutionary gifts. Most prominently, their tangled horns. What evolutionary benefit would you get from horns? I guess if you're doing head-to-head combat, yeah, that would be a big one. But otherwise, that's an interesting talisman. Improving, so we've got one that improves dodge rolls, and also one that improves backsteps, which I never use. Do I start now? Probably not. Oh, what the hell? There's an item here. Did I have another... Was there another turn? Another fork in the road that I just completely missed because that's how confusing this place is. What the fuck? There was another entire path here. Holy shit. Okay. What the... I feel like there's even still... There's even still another path that is farther back that leads outdoors. We marked it, right? We marked this path that leads here. That's a whole nother part to explore, but it is actually outside. There was a whole nother area underground here. This crazy DLC level design. So, all right, so then let's see if I can piece this together. All right. Roly poly scorpions. That don't ever, except twice today, somehow, have dropped scorpion liver. What the hell? All right, that's kind of a big one. Frames. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, seriously? Okay, and now you're out of here. And now I can get my very important slivers of meat. Okay, this is not a collapsible floor, is it? Instead, it is spider scorpion ashes. And 3 scorpion livers. Oh, we hit the mother lode, boys. Now we're cooking. Okay, we'll check the ashes in just a second here. Let me make sure. Let me see what else I missed. Some dew gem. Okay. And then, yeah, this leads to a whole nother platform. Oh, I wonder if this... Wait, what did I hear? What am I hearing? More scorpion. Please lock on. Okay, I can tell that it's getting close to where I need to take a break and reset the PC because frames are starting to be a bit of an issue here. But we can at least take a glimpse of one more new area. This is, I mean, the layers and the verticality. Have they even taken it to another level in this, well, I was gonna say final zone, but I don't know. Because we still have, you can't necessarily say final zone because there's still a whole nother map fragment way over here that I have yet to get. We're looking up at the fortification, the Mesmer fortification that connects to the Shadow Keep. Okay, and I see some blood fiends over there. So I will continue with that exploration after I take my little break here, but let's quickly read the spider scorpion ashes. This scorpion is larger than a human and attacks with pincers and a poisonous tail. Appears some distance from the summoner. This breed of scorpion was native to the realm of Shadow, but was far smaller in size. Recent giant scorpions are said to trace back to the Church of the Bud. That's right, we still have to reach this Church of the Bud. Here somewhere in the ancient ruins. Looking forward to that discovery. Is it just the one blood fiend out here? There's almost never just one blood fiend. But in this case, maybe there is. Just you by yourself? Very peculiar. Did you get lost? You thought that you somehow got the wrong message that the Bloodborne convention was up on this plateau, when in fact perhaps it was down one more plateau down. This zone, man, is just incredible. And it's also going to drive me crazy trying to figure out where I've been and where I haven't. I think we can fall down. I don't think there's much more to find up here, and I think we're supposed to fall down to this next level with the blood fiends below. That's what it looks like. Trying to also visually parse such a Oh, there's another little cubby hole here. Trying to parse such a visually dense environment with all the greenery everywhere. It's quite the challenge. Is this where we fought the golden hippo down here, maybe? Perhaps. Because I'm wondering if we've been in here before. Was this where we started? We did our little whirlwind tour with the... I think so. Because I remember the zombie dog. And there was an elevator that brought us down here, right? Okay, so we have been down here. We can do a quick run through maybe and see if there's anything we missed. Is that the elevator that's up above? We called it back up. And this guy's like, "Whoa, I was gonna ride the elevator, and now I don't know what to do." He doesn't know how to pull levers. Or he doesn't see the levers. Which, you know, we can relate. We've been there. We've missed very obvious levers before. Okay, yeah, so we were down here once previously. Shit. And then we must have come out here, but I don't know that I took the time to. Shit. Get me out of here. Get me out of here, please. Wow. Okay. Rip. No Stake America to bring us back. I don't get the bonus runes from that guy. I was charging up my sunflower. I was charging it up. It was about to unleash the punishment. We were seconds away. I know. Just moments away from bringing the hammer down. Bringing the flower down. Okay, now how do I get back there? This is the... I think we have to go back through here. Shit. And ride the spirit spring? I think that's what I did. Oh, God. Well, you know, actually, it's simpler than that, isn't it? Because I can just ride the elevator down from here. It's going to be much simpler if I go from this checkpoint. I think. Let me see if we can put 2 and 2 together. I can't ride Torrent until apparently I step out here. Okay. So from here, that elevator should be right here. Which is why my runes are also kind of nearby that. On the map, at least. Love the Bloodborne feathers elevator effect there. Oh, right in the tunnel, you say? Nice. Okay. So, runes get. Now let's see if we can have a little bit better timing on these things. Time these things a little bit more skillfully. That was supposed to be... I don't know why I sprinted instead of... I could have sworn that I hit R2 there. Yeah, the little mini headbutt that we do to make sure they're momentarily staggered while we're still charging up the sunflower is nice. Lots of weapons do that. It's a mainstay of many of the big strong boy weapons. Are the birds trying to give me a clue to something that I'm supposed to, like... Is there a jump puzzle here? Huh, there's a section with... The waterfall goes down to where these hairy, horny turtles are that I can see. And I don't think I've been to that before, because then the waterfall goes farther down to where we have been, where the sending gate takes us. Maybe we'll explore there momentarily. Or there could be a way to get there that doesn't involve jumping down to it. Because were we not here before? I feel like this definitely was ground that we at least partially covered. Because I could have sworn there was a golden hippo here, right? I don't think it comes back. This had to have been where the golden hippo was. If it is classified as a golden hippo, we didn't exactly see it sprout the porcupiney crucible thorns, but we'll just lump them all in, you know. One hippo is golden, makes them all golden. God damn, why is this game so freaking incredible looking? Jesus. Ah, it's so good. It's so good. I'm definitely in. It might be an effect of the lush green environment. This is as close as you get to actually touching grass while playing a video game. Maybe. But I feel much more calm, I guess, than the usual Elden Ring session. That's going to change, I'm sure, very shortly here. But even though we've been running through, like, you know, we've had a run-in with a couple curse blades. We've had finally a death. We had gone a little while without having an increment to the death counter, which was, I didn't want to jinx it by mentioning it until we actually got another death. But we ran into with a new type of Crucible Knight. and I still feel just very, I don't know, very calm. I think it's the environment. It's just a very calming, soothing environment so far, and I'm having a blast exploring it. Yeah, okay, now we're on the other side of... There's the Mikkel across there. And now we are... This was the ledge over here that I was considering jumping to. It would have been a silly consideration if I had actually followed through. Okay, the Golden Hippo we've already dealt with, so I suppose that was the main event in this particular section of the map. So now, I think that means that we... Maybe it means that we go back up this elevator. I think that's what it means. And we will continue our exploration from... Like, there's part of me that will probably backtrack. Part of me that will backtrack. I'm considering backtracking a little bit more through the underground maze that we've been working our way through to start. There was an epic item right here. Another spirit calculus. This underground section that we've worked our way through mostly. I think I can... Oh no, I leave that there. I don't need this spirit spring marker. We figured out the mystery with the spirit springs, but there is potentially a shiny pot to come back to, and there's another exit out of that underground area, which we may be able to get through. We might be able to reach there just exploring on our own up above ground. That's a possibility. But I feel like where we started the episode by kind of wandering around this way right? And this is how we got to this back. Well, I guess we went over here somewhere. And that's how we fell down into this underground area, now that I think of it. So yeah, let's, some of this is ground we've already covered. Most of this that I'm, like, obviously I'm narrating the episode here as I normally do, but I'm also just trying to get things straight in my head of what we have done so far and what we've not. Because it's a doozy trying to keep it all straight. It is pushing me to the limits of my abilities. Yeah, okay, so we were just down here. This was the singular. Yeah, okay. Now it's making sense now. It's making sense because this was the one guy who missed the Bloodborne convention, and now that connects through to that underground section. Okay, okay, we're putting it all together. The level is slowly, the area is slowly starting to feel just a little. Apparently I activated this useless summoning portal already. The level is starting to feel a little bit smaller. Just a little bit. You start to get your bearings and things. This is where we've also explored, right? This took us around to that path to the underground. There's the bear. Okay, all right. We're getting this. Figuring it all out. And I think we went around this section as well. Cool. Okay. So now let's continue over. Let's continue outside. Is there this the plateau above, is that reachable? Or is that actually way above? It might be way above us. It looks like it's way above us. I had thought when I was looking at the map that maybe there was a ramp. Like this right here could be like a ramp leading up to the plateau. But, oh, I wonder if there's a path on these tree roots. I don't think they quite reach up there. But we have to try. Yeah, they come up short. This one does at least. So perhaps there's a tunnel or a passageway that leads up there. Or there's going to be a spirit spring. Or there's a sending gate. Like, for all I know, this plateau, when we finally reach it, is going to have the sending gate that takes us all the way to the other side of the map. And the lower regions that we've not been able to access. Just keep playing the game. Eventually, all will be made known. Trust. I think this also comes up short. So neither of these tree roots... Oh gosh, we're already here. We're already at this entrance/exit. Wow. And just like that, the world is really shrinking. Okay. Yeah, this just goes back down into... I see a shiny pot boy. That's the shiny pot boy. This is the one, I think, that was waiting. This curse blade is on the other side here, waiting to ambush us. Over. Maybe we can avoid that, though. And still make it to the pot. Can we do that? Curse blade's gonna be on me any second. Curse blade's on me. Oh, shit! I just wanted to, like, I wanted to juke it to one side so I could go to the other. Give it a little okey doke, and then run around and grab the loot, and then get the fuck out. That's sort of what happened. He's still almost got us. How far do the curse blades hunt you down? We got another revered spirit ash, so cool. Okay, now I can take that. Now I can take that off. And now I can almost say with confidence that that underground section is pretty well explored. And we are all of a sudden getting very, like, I was thinking that there was going to be quite a bit more to this initial section, but now it's starting to feel like it's time to press forward toward in the direction of the ceiling tree, because we might be tapped out. This this building with the hole in the roof, it looks on the map like it should be right next to this plateau that we were at before, that we can reach via Sending Gate. I feel like I have a good feeling about the exploration now that we've done in this initial section. So I think we're going to, I want to go back to the Sending Gate, actually. Where was it? I need to remind myself. This Shadow Realm is pretty big, and I'm we went through Castle Ensis, right? And that's, yeah, the Sending Gate is up here on this hill. So we go back to the high road cross. And let's go back to this plateau and just, I don't think we can jump to this other building, but it's so close on the map. I just want to be sure of that. But I feel pretty sure that the when we came to this section, it's just meant to be a preview, right? It's not meant to actually get you to a real significant location within the zone. But then again, it's this building here, right? Then again, no, I think it's too elevated. It's close, but it is also just out of reach. Not meant to be accessed from this direction. So, okay. From over here probably is how we get there, right? We go across to this side and then over to here. Maybe we could even make a run for it. Maybe we could make that do a little bit of a survey here, a reconnaissance mission. Elden Ring has definitely my instinct to be very slow and systematic and thorough. Elden Ring has, that's a furnace golem. Fuck. God damn it. Is it a reinforced furnace golem? Is it already firing at me? Are you serious? How am I not getting roasted right now? What the fuck? Okay, does not have reinforced legs. Okay. Shit. All right. I want to actually... Was not expecting a furnace golem, and certainly not one that we can actually kill. So, so let's... Hold on. Hold on, we shall return. Remember that just a moment ago when I was talking about the peaceful, calm serenity of today's episode. Remember that? I remember that. It seems like an eternity ago now. Bro, how is this game? How is this game so ridiculously good looking? This particular view is maybe not the most... Well, okay, but then you look over here and it's just like, Jesus Christ. I just love this feeling of, oh, I know immediately, looking over here, that's the suppressing tower. And now this is, yeah, you got the Bellarat over here, and it's like, man, it's all connected. That feeling is just amazing. Here's that building that I was thinking of getting to, and it looks like we might already be there. I want to deal with a furnace golem, but I also want to... Oh, maybe we're not there. Maybe we're not, because I kind of need to be up on this walkway. And I'm not up there yet. Okay, all right, we're going to briefly... What is going on over here? This dude is really into the whole... He's doing the fire sprite thing, isn't he? Okay. Is he aiming at me? I'm a little out of range, I'm afraid. Okay. Let's go ahead and tech into... Am I teching into my Siluria's Woe? Oh, apparently I have a Shadow Tree blessing to get. Okay. I think another nice thing about why we've been suffering less deaths as of late in the DLC. First of all, 60 vigor is a big deal. Holy shit. If you want to play the game on a little bit more hard mode, try running around with 40 vigor for a while and see how you like it. Holy moly. But also, we're up to, what? This is now 16 on the Shadow Tree blessing meter. So that's got to be making a big difference as well. Do I want to just go directly with... Do I want to go... What I would like to do, it would be nice if we could figure out... Like, we obviously know how to kill the furnace golems when their legs are not reinforced. It's actually, you know, it's pretty straightforward at this point, I feel. It just takes some time. And we could do that. But we could also try and figure out what might be a little more effective against a strategy that we could carry over to the other fire golems. Like, I kind of want to explore what spell lineup could get us. We've done this Land of Shadow a little bit, and it was okay. But are there some long-range spells that actually just hit the face of the furnace golems that would be worth seeing if that was going to be a good strategy? But we don't necessarily have to have a strategy that deals with the... We don't have to aim up necessarily with our spells, because we have those spirit springs at each of the other two, the two furnace golems that have the reinforced, the armored golems. There's a ledge that you can reach with a spirit spring that gets you more on a level playing field with the face. And that's something I should just probably do some experimentation with at each of those places, just trying some different spells to see what works. So for now, I don't think I'm going to switch over into science mode. I'm just going to... We're going to go with what we know works. And what we know... does the trick. We'll go ahead and give ourselves... I like the increased holy damage. I don't think we need the increased damage negation, but we'll see what new moves this Furnace Golem has for us. But I feel like the main trick here is just going to be putting out sufficient damage, which we can do, especially if we switch our build to be centered around Siluria's Woe, which we have done in the past. So we will do it again here. No. Sort by attack power. That's what I want to do. Why are you not... Hello? I could have sworn I hit X. I don't know how many times I did it, but there we go. Okay. Oh, I can give myself my freebies as well. So, getting my brain, trying to get my brain on track here into the mindset of taking down a Furnace Golem. Even one that has a whole new crazy fucking tunnel of fire move that it can shoot out. Wait, what the fuck is this? Is it dead? Excuse me? Okay, so... We're able... No, okay, there we go. All right. I was like, we can still summon. We can... we can still summon. Don't try to fuck... Oh my god, he tried to do the play dead. Haha, you fooled me. You fooled me. I never saw it coming. Honestly, I didn't quite see it coming because I thought for a second that some other monster had maybe killed it. I was like, wait, this was just here a moment ago. You were just here a second ago. But I was like, that would be a really cool idea. That would be a cool thing to do, to just have a, you know, you see a really, a huge fucking monster 1 second, and then you come back the next moment to try to find it, but there's some other monster that's already killed it, or that has killed it in the meantime. That's kind of a cool idea. Reapply our flame protect me. This guy is following the more standard Furnace Golem moveset that we've become accustomed to. Not spamming... Oop. Not spamming the volcano. The volcano move. But instead spamming the Fire Stomp move. I forgot about the last move. Yep, forgot about that. He does shit. Okay. All right. 4 in a row. It's been so long since I've seen that swipe, 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 swipe. That I forgot that, you know, I thought there was 3 of them. I thought we might be safe after the 3rd. Not so much. They are allowing us to summon, so you know what? We're gonna bring Black Knight Captain Hugh to the party, even though that does use a whole bunch of our FP, but I think we'll be okay. I want to say we'll be okay. We'll see if the Black Knight can help us. Help us, at least provided a nice distraction. Well, too short. Okay, this is where we need to get behind. I like the twin blade. The twin blade action is great. Ooh, and he did the Black Knight actually get the stun there? Did he actually induce the stagger? If so, that's awesome. I kind of want to give him a trickle heal, but am I supposed to jump over that? Am I making a mistake by not jumping over that? I was making a mistake. Is he falling? I didn't realize we were at 3 already. Am I on the wrong side? He does stay down for a while, right? He gives us time to get to the right side. And fortunately, this surface is sufficiently flat where we can get the riposte, so that's nice. He's just flying around. I love it. I do need to be careful not to walk off a ledge here. Oh, baby. Stagger City. Let's go. Stay behind this guy. Shit. I was waiting for a second stomp. Nope. Didn't jump in time. The Black Knight is gone. Oh my god, I need to be careful here. I have no mana. I have no FP. Okay, don't get caught with a swipe this time. Do not get caught in a swipe. Down. Okay. The deed is done. Ooh, I totally forgot to get back my my runes. Until just this second. Why am I I was too laser focused, man. What can I say? The task, you get into focus mode and you gotta deal with the big boy. and then you can move on with your life. Let's put everything back the way we had it, and then we will read our new stuff, or our new tier. The Crimson Sapping Cracked tier grants attacks HP restoring effect. The resulting concoction temporarily restores HP upon landing attacks. I like that. I do like that. That's I kind of want to try that. I kind of want to try it out. There's been a few tiers that we picked up in the DLC that have been kind of less interesting to me, but a life leech effect, I'm definitely down to play with that. Okay, so now Furnace Golem is at here. So now we can take a little bit of a look around. The Possum Golem playing possum on us. Now we can maybe explore this this bridge a little bit more. See if there were any items we missed. Whew. I enjoyed summoning that Black Knight, though. It kind of makes me want to go back to the Twin Blade a little bit, and we could be Twin Blade twins. Haha. Imagine if you could actually. Imagine if you could give Ashes of War to your summons, and we could give him a Sacred Blade as well. I know you could do, you know, there's the Mimic tier thing. You could just summon yourself. But it would be another little fun layer to kind of add to things if you were able to give even more customization to the Ashes of War experience. There is a Spirit Spring here, which maybe needs to be activated. Yeah. Okay. This one I will put on the map. Probably don't need to. It's a pretty noticeable location on the map, but come back to this spot once we find the activation point. Okay, so that was a quick bit of exploration there to kind of the flaming residue that's still hanging out here, plastered over the pond. But yeah, now we've got that brief little section explored, which means I think we have to make our way up into another one of these kind of semi-underground portions where the guy was throwing the sprite stones. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay. Well, I guess let's try to take out the sprite stone thrower. Bro. Holy shit. No, what the What the actual hell happened there? I was rolling. Was I trapped on a rock or something? Okay, that's a what happened? I know I got knocked off my horse. That's fine. I saw that much. But apparently they apparently that group was allowed to completely stun lock me even beyond the normal stun lock of knocking me off my horse. What the actual fuck? Well, that was if you weren't awake, if there was any semblance of that peaceful, relaxing exploration mode that we've been in, if there was any residual of that, gone. It's out of here. Because now shit's getting serious. Because now we got some runes that are on the line, so we have to approach things with a little bit more of a cautious, approach here. That is so interesting how he gets to do this little stair stepping. The zombie dogs are really like the most perilous, the toughest variable to account for in this situation. So you gotta clear the way of the zombie dogs, and then you know, maybe things are a little bit more approachable or manageable. All right. I don't know what the hell happened here. There must have been like an extra enemy that I just didn't notice. Like there was maybe a second zombie dog that had me boxed in a way that I just didn't recognize. Must have been something like that. My God. Crisscrossing. How will I ever deal with this? Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh, there's a shiny pot boy over there. Okay. Just don't, you know, don't throw any curse blades into this mix. And then maybe we'll be good to go. Okay. And then shiny pot dude. Give me your shiny pot things. No, there was one. Fuck. We're so screwed. We're so screwed. I'm drinking my flask of Winter's Physic if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can. They got the jump on me. They got the jump on me, so... Fuck. Okay. Alright, we're dialing it up to 11 all of a sudden here. Shit is getting real. Shit is getting absurd all of a sudden. This is maybe a very bad idea. Fuck. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna run through. We're gonna run through to here. Oh my God, there's a horned warrior there. We're just gonna get to a point where we can see what's coming. There we go. Okay. If I can see you, then we got a chance. Fuck. Can I just spam jump moves? There we go. Okay. Just keep jumping. Don't roll. If you got a jump attack build, Jump. Don't roll. Okay. So that kind of worked. Now, oh my god. Horny warriors over here though. Jesus Christ. There's a spirit ash to be collected. This level is crazy, man. I absolutely love it. This might be the best level of the DLC so far. The layout is just so much fun. Why are you casting that way, though? That makes no sense. I'm over here. See, this guy at least knows. This guy at least figured out to cast in the right direction. You know. Okay, all right. So. I really don't want to deal with every single one of you. So, oh, there's an elevator. Okay, there's an elevator here. Let's, can I quickly mark this? Come back to this. Would be great if there were another Spirit of Grace to find somewhat close by. What's Nightmare? Shadow Tree Fragment. Okay. Sweet. Or a Stake of America would also be pretty nice when doing battle with these horn scent. I hear big footsteps. Is there another furnace golem? The fuck? Oh, it's a golem. It's a guardian golem this time. No, yeah, the fucking look! Oh my god! The fuck is this bullshit? I could have sworn I had line of sight. Apparently not. Mr. fucking threading the needle sniper. God damn. I don't want to take you guys on just yet. Hold on. We'll get... We'll do business shortly. Is he... What the fuck, dude? Oh my god, this guy. Oh, and you've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, I'm starting to hate this area. Because now there actually is Scarlet Rot in the mix. And there's Kindred of Rot. Fucking hell, man. Why does there have to be an archer? I can't, like, this is... We gotta do the Anne Orlando archer thing here? Really? Fire off your next arrow, and then I'm gonna run and get this Spirit Ash. Yeah, do your thing. I see you. I can see you. I think I got line of sight here. Fire your arrow. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Friendly fire. Oh shit. Okay. Well, you only did like a sixth of his health. Am I gonna sit here and wait for you to... You misfired that first time. That was definitely a misfire. I'm not gonna wait around for you to misfire and hit that guy. Get lucky and hit that guy 6 times for me. What the fuck, man? There's a fucking Scarlet Rot swamp. Oh, and I forgot they have homing threads. What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to go down to this elevator. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me the fuck out of here. Okay, we're going up the elevator. There we go. Why did I decide it was a good idea to run through a fucking swamp full of those things? Let's take a moment. Let's take a moment and breathe, shall we? Let's take a moment and reflect on our choices. That's how we get to this area, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, well, all you needed to do... Oh, this is a new crafting material. All you needed to do to take me out of this peaceful exploration was throw in the bullshit of the last 20 minutes. Okay, Fortunately, those guys die in 2 frenzied bursts. Let's check out our new crafting material. This is it, isn't it? The Church of Bud. This is not the bud I was hoping for. Scarlet Bud. Grows in lands blighted by the scarlet rot. Large rotten bud that will never come into bloom. There was a time when these buds were not touched by the scarlet rot's blight, when they were the symbol of the small church deep in the ancient ruins of Rao. What happened? Huh? What happened? What exactly? What fucking shit happened? Alright, second break has been taken, so I have elected myself just a bit after being thrown into it. Thrown into the whirlwind. The whirlwind of furnace golems and golem archers and now scarlet rot. I see this kindred that's here in the wait a minute. Oh, okay. That's the one that I already killed. It's the one I already killed. It's just restarting the game has ragdolled it into an awkward position here. Okay. It's one down. One less pest to deal with. Let's, I do want to go up these stairs eventually, but let's go around back first. There's also another level outside. Like, we came up this elevator, but now there's more outside to explore, but I'm also worried we're gonna get set upon by the golem archer again. So, let's focus on this section for now. Even if it is full of you all. Oh, fuck. That worked out. That worked out. Nice little cover that we got there. They dropped Scarlet Bud. And a new incantation, which honestly I could have done without. But they're giving it to us. Pest thread spears secrete sticky threads and twist them into 2 frontward flying spears. Oh boy. Skill of the pests known as the Kindred of Rot, now wielded as an incantation. Secrete numerous sticky threads. Twist them into 2 spears. The pests are abandoned servants, and it is for this reason that they found a mother in the Saint of the Bud. Okay. I was beginning to, you know, think a little bit more about it wasn't just a random one-off. The presence of the kindred down in that section that we explored last time in the ravine. But now somehow the presence of rot, you know, suggests that maybe there is somehow Melania has some presence here in some way. I suppose the fact that, you know, this is Miquella's Shadow Realm. One way or the other, it's kind of Miquella's joint. And if Miquella is involved, then perhaps that means Melania inevitably has to be involved. You know, like there's a world here where we're just inside Millennia. We're just inside like Mikola, or Mikola's mind, or his dream, or something, right? Because we touched a withered arm in a cocoon, and who knows? This could be just some big old hallucination. Oh, there's a fog wall there. Fuck. Okay. I think we've reached the Church of Bud. I think we're here. We found it. I'm glad to get the side of grace, though, to be honest. This is good. This is a... I can like, take a sigh of relief that I am no longer... Another side of grace here is a good discovery. Aha. Okay, so the Church of Bud is here. So anyway, so the presence of this rot and the abandoned kindred who have now taken up a mother, a new mother. Millennia's no longer around, so they have to find somebody to worship, and it is the Saint of the Bud. Is that going to be the boss that we're dealing with here? I don't know. I don't know. One way or the other. I do know that we're going to pop some runes to get ourselves. We need pretty much exactly 40k. And that shouldn't be too much of a problem with all of the... Actually, one of these and one of these will do. 1.5 and 1.6. Perfect. It was meant to be. And that'll get us another point in strength here. And we have another revered Spirit Ash blessing as well. There we go. Not gonna worry about tweaking our spells too much yet here. We just need to see what we're up against. So all of this seems fine. We can switch out our Scarab for flasks. Estus flask. And that'll do it for now. Oh, except the most important part of this whole sequence, which was to put a point into strength. Hello. Getting ahead of myself here. I want to see what's through this fog gate, though. Because fog gates, you know, they're exciting. Stress-inducing, but also exciting. There's a summon sign. Who it be? It's Dane. Well, you know we're summoning Dane at least once. At least one time. Mr. Dane is here. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. As soon as he appears, you know what we're gonna do. It would be so funny if we got if doing this he doesn't want to see it. Dude, why are you turning your back on us? Why do the summons do this? It's like, I don't want to talk. No talk. I'm not trying to talk though. I'm just trying to give you my not my cool gesture. Your cool gesture. Oh, dude. Okay, what the hell? What the hell? What is the deal with the AI? What's the deal with the AI logic? I just... Seriously, he is just... I don't know what we did to upset you. I don't know what it was. We already activated the use of summoning pool. I don't know, whatever it was. I'll give you a trickle heal anyways. I'll give it to you because I'm just that nice of a guy. I don't hold grudges. You know. It is what it is. Moving right along. There it is. Okay, what the fuck? Romina, Saint of the Bud? What? Oh, God, it's a fucking centipede scorpion lady. What the fuck? Oh, she's got wings. She's got fucking wings. What the heck? Oh, bro. Okay. All right. Saint of the Bud. Oh god. Oh, the creep. There's too many legs. There are far too many legs here. Oh my goodness. Okay, at least the arena. I saw Scarlet Rot on our the status. Oh god, what's she doing? I thought for a second that we were doing battle in a Scarlet Rot lake. That would be the worst. That would be some Dark Souls 2 shit right there. Like, my first instinct here is Scorpioness Nazca, and I already kind of had my head brought back into a Dark Souls 2 sort of headspace. Love this music. Beautiful. All right, I'm just kind of waiting for Dryleaf Dane to do his thing. Oh my god, okay. Okay, that'll never happen to us, fortunately. We're too skilled of a... Too skilled of a player to allow that kind of a grab attack to happen to us. So... Oh, dude, she's got the glaive that the pests have, doesn't she? The Kindred of Rot. Or at least it's similar. It's a similar looking glaive. It's probably, you know, a very unique, cool Saint of the Bud glaive that the others only really have a faded replica of. All right, Dane is down, which means we now have to deal with the Saint of Rot. It's not the Goddess of Rot, it's the Saint of Rot. Okay. So, you have a slash move there, and then you come back with a second one. So far, she's... You know, I just wanted you to, you know, feel kind of good about yourself. I didn't want you to feel like things were gonna be too skewed in my favor, so giving you that one grab just to make sure we're not completely... We gotta keep the playing field level, you know? That Estus Talisman is pretty good. There should have been a jump in there. There was going to be a jump. We're just kind of powering through the Scarlet Rot right now. Fortunately, it is not out of other... I feel like other... Shit. I feel like other versions of Scarlet Rot have been more deadly. This one is not ticking the damage over time is somewhat manageable, but goddamn, you get grabbed in that pincer move. Instant Scarlet Rot. Okay, we got an idea of what we're going up against now. We have an idea. I don't think the spiritual explosion is going to do shit for us. Just a hunch. I wonder what type of affinity, though, she is. What type of damage is she doing, I wonder? We'll keep the physical protection on here for now. We're not dealing a ton of damage. We're not... She just may have a lot of health. Our jump attacks were doing like, what, 2k? Which is fine, I guess? I don't know. What the fuck do I know? We can try some Mesmer's Orb, see how it does. Maybe we try some Lightning Spear. I was like, let's get Scarlet Aeonia so we can give her Rot. Like we do every other boss. Lol. Lol. What we need to do here is we need... Okay, let's do this. Let's get... Grail's Roar. And then let's get... Not Pest Threads. I do not want to do Pest Threads. Anything but Pest Threads. But what we will do is we will give ourselves Cleanse Me. To get rid of that Scarlet Rot when need be. And then we can try Mesmer's Orb. See if she likes fire. Ghost Flame or Frostbite in general could be good. We can try the Ghost Flame. See what we can get to work. Nah! She could be susceptible to bleed. That could be a good way to go. And then what was our new lightning spell that we got? Yeah, right. The not this. The Knight's lightning spear. Okay. So we're gonna be in like let's throw all the shit at the wall and see what sticks. We're gonna be in that mode for just a little bit here at least. Because she might be the way that the lack at the rate at which her health was going down was a bit troubling, to say the least. She's not close enough. Fuck. Oh my god, where... well, we're already... Joke's on you. I'm already poisoned. You can't get me twice. You can't get me twice. It seems like most of her combos are kind of like they come in waves of 2 or sets of 2. That was not a bad bit of damage with the Mesmer Sword. It's also kind of nice how we float in the air. I'm out of juice. I should have drank. The combo moves here. Shit. Dude, we still have done, like, no damage to her. To be honest, I have not been attacking. So that would help if you actually attack the boss, probably. Shit. Okay. All right. Scarlet Rod. Joke's on you. I'm already dead. All right. I don't think the Ghost Flame, it's the problem with all of those, the Dragon Breath spells is just the wind up. Takes forever and you are so wide open. I suppose if I'm going to do spell casting here, I might want to put on like some actual spell casting talismans. That could be a good idea. Increases damage taken, but it greatly shortens the casting speed. Let's try it. Let's see exactly how much extra damage we're talking about here. And then we can boost the power of our incantations momentarily. Okay, so we're going more of a spellcasting build just for the moment. Something tells me that she's not just doing physical damage, but there is a lot of physical damage that she is hitting us with. So She also just inflicts rot at every turn. Not close enough. Trying to get to the right thing here. I just noticed a little butterfly style animation. The butterflies that were fluttering in the wake of that last attack that she did. I don't know what I was... I thought I had dodged the second part of the little centipede flail or whatever that was going on there, and I was ready to cast the next round of Gnaw. Why am I mounting torrent here? I don't even know if this is really doing anything, because so far we can't get the swarm to track her down. There's 5 there. There's a sequence of 5 altogether. Shit. When she spins her little glaive, that's when we get the... That's when you get the grab. Okay, so that's a sequence of 5 that I think maybe I'm starting to get a read on. Bleed, okay, alright, so she can be bled. But similar to Mesmer, she does have a little bit of a movement issue where me tracking her down, dude, and we're... Okay. I don't know that... I'm trying to switch into doing, like, spells and figuring out some, I don't know, not really a gimmicky way to do the fight. It's not about a gimmick per se, but, what is it that I am thinking here? What am I thinking? Just trying to figure out what's most effective against her, that's all, you know? Trying to figure out what is going to... What's going to do the trick? I don't think it's going to be Gnaw. That's the thing. It's not going to be... It's not going to be... Ultimately, the thing that is really going to do the trick is probably going to be the thing that is going to do the trick. My brain is having trouble speaking right now because I'm trying to think through my strategy. And I'm also having coming to grips with the fact that, fuck, we're up against a tough boss. That realization is like, here we go. Fuck. It's another fucking DLC boss that's gonna make me pull my hair out. So the mind is going to many places. If I do poison... that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't help me protect more against... Giving poison to my shield doesn't protect against Scarlet Rot buildup. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Let's try this again. And we'll try lightning this time. And of course, she's out of range. How did she not hit us? Having trouble dodging that second attack, even though I know it's coming. I don't need a double chug there. The Estus shard, or yeah, the Estus flask talisman has given me a good boost, so I don't need to double drink. Okay, lightning bolt's having the same problem because she's hard to hit. I dodged that. I dodged that. I love the music. It's great. The music is fucking fantastic. Just get up and hit the boss. Stop fucking dorking around. Fucking hit the boss. Oh my god, what is this business? What is this business? It looks amazing. She's extra butterfly powered up. She's going extra Saint of Bud mode. Gee, oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. You said your piece. You had your say. And now you are done. Out of my game. Saint of the Bud. Just hit the dang boss. I said to myself right before that attempt, I was just like, dude, okay, you've been hauling around this massive goddamn sunflower. You've got this jump attack build. You do a shit ton of damage. Yes, the boss has a lot of health. But if you hit it repeatedly, things will happen. Shit will happen. Especially if you're doing jump attacks. You break stance. It's amazing how that works, isn't it, guys? Crazy how that works. Boy, that was absolutely gorgeous, whatever the hell she was doing. I don't know, we must have gotten, I feel like we got so lucky. Because, holy shit. There was so much going on there that just never hit us. What? How did that happen? How did that happen? Okay. Have we reached the ceiling tree? Is this the ceiling tree? Is that what it's called? Are we here? Who are you all? I can't target them. Is it my... They're statues. Are they my friends? Are they my DLC friends that have somehow taken on a new set of monk outfits? And, okay, that's not them. That's not them. This is the ceiling tree, though. Examine ceiling tree. Huh. Examine ceiling tree. I don't want to do that yet. Because first we have some stuff to check out. Remembrance of Romina, Saint of the Bud, hewn into the Shadow Tree. Then, after the church was burned to the ground, Romina discovered a twisted divine element, which she weaved into the baleful scarlet rot. Huh. Perhaps then the buds might find somewhere to gain purchase once more within the scorched remains. I suppose it's possible then that Melania has nothing to do with this whatsoever. That this is just the scarlet rot blooming in another way. That this was the destiny of the scarlet rot in the Shadow Realm. That it was discovered by some... this line, though. A twisted divine element. Huh. Twisted divine element? One of the discarded pieces of Mikola's flesh? Maybe, maybe, maybe? That certainly turned around much more quickly than I was expecting. I thought we were in for a doozy, guys. I thought we were going to be here for a while. That's what I was starting to think. Okay, Church of the Bud, Saint of the Bud. And now we have access to the ceiling tree. But so far, none of our friends have followed us other than Dryleaf Dane. There's nobody here to greet us. And I'm not sure that I'm ready yet to do what is supposed to be done with the ceiling tree. I think that's something where I'm going to wait on and try to do the remainder of exploration that I have available to me. But I do want to check this key item again here. Mesmer's Kindling. burns the ceiling tree. And then what? I'm sure there's some dialogue that has explained or given a little bit of a hint of what's going to happen when we burn the ceiling tree that I need to review. I need to review my notes. I need to take a little time to go over some things. We've activated our summoning pool here. Summoning pool? Our Side of Grace, which means we can go back and take a look at some boss soul options. Back at the hold. This game is something else, man. Saint of the Bud. And we can reward ourselves with the pole blade of the Bud. Weapon of Romina, Saint of the Bud, scarlet glaive with a dangling bud-like blade. Attacks cause buildup of rot. Once in the crumbling, burning church, Romina held the bud in speechless silence. That bud would become her blade. This is the Bud? Is this the capital B Bud? Romina's purification imbues Bud Blade. They're really leaning into this Bud business, aren't they? Imbues Bud Blade with scarlet rot butterflies before unleashing 2 large sweeping slashes. This was once considered a sacred art of purification. As I thought, it's an arcane scaling weapon. Cool. But there is an incantation. Oh, shit. Rotten butterflies. Summons countless butterflies to scatter rot. We have another way of unleashing the rot. Summons a myriad of butterflies while performing a gentle twirl. Aw, how precious. The butterflies break apart on contact, scattering rot and setting off a chain reaction. The scarlet butterflies are as the goddess of rot's wings. Bereft of a master, they were soothed by Romina, who reached out to them. Holy shit, butterfly lore. So the butterflies, once the goddess of rot was no more, the butterflies had to go somewhere. And now they ended up at the Church of the Bud. Well, you know what we're getting. You know exactly what we're getting here, folks. Give me that. Give me that. There's, I wouldn't expect there to be fashion souls from Romina, because she kind of wasn't, she kind of had just, you know, she was wearing a centipede and a scorpion, and that was pretty much it. That's pretty much all she wrote. This fucking video game. Right next to Scarlet Aeonia. Only takes 1 slot, though? The Scarlet Aeonia is pretty nice, given the extra effects of super armor and whatnot that you get. But let's see what this one looks like. Rotten butterflies. Well, it certainly kind of looks amazing. Now we just got to see what sort of effect it has on the enemies in our way. That, of course, is where we will wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. Thank you so much for hanging out with me all the way until the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, consider doing that YouTube thing, hitting all those buttons down below. It is such a big help. This fucking video game, what a great... I swear, every time I sit down to play Elden Ring, it's just such a... What an adventure, man. This Ancient Ruins, we are like we're more than off and running. I mean, we made it all the way to the Church of Bud. Was not expecting that necessarily, but there's still a lot more, tons more layers to get into here. There's a Golem Archer somewhere that I'm gonna get revenge on that asshole. More Kindred of Rot to deal with on our way down to this place. And still, of course, you know, the overall mystery of these still yet to be reached locations. Who knows? Maybe we have to burn a ceiling tree before any of that becomes available to us. There's all kinds of mysteries still to uncover, and what the hell? Like, I really don't know. There's obviously quite a bit more to do in the DLC, but I don't know if it's gonna take, like, it could take like 5 times as many episodes as I'm thinking, just because there's just so many freaking layers to this onion of a DLC. And every single one of them is just full of just brilliance and beauty, and it just makes you want to go into a pretty little twirl sometimes. As always, thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.